What's going on, y'all? R&B Divas, Season 3, Atlanta, Episode 7. Let me just tell y'all this. This episode, we got to see Angie. Girl, she just irks me. She irks my life. She really does. And I hate when I look at stuff on TV and then I like a person and then they show themselves for who they really are, or they playing it up for the cameras and it's not a good look for them. And, you know, I'm already on one because before I watched this stuff, I watched Catfish. Before I watched that, y'all know I was trying to catch up on the Game of Thrones. And I'm on the season finale of season 3. Child, look, y'all didn't tell me, fuck this right quick, because I just gotta get something off my chest. Y'all didn't tell me that shit was gonna happen in season 3, episode 9. The red wet. Bitch, Ashley was sitting here like, no, I was sitting there like, that's my family member. Bitch, if you ain't seen Game of Thrones, go watch it, okay? If you got HBO on the go, they got all the episodes from every season. Bitch, go watch it. I will be caught up by the time the season finale come on, bitch. I will be caught up. Whoo, that just took the life out of me. I was just on one. I was deeply hurt by that. But anyway, back to this shit. So, they in the studio. They finally trying to get something together. They claim, I don't think this one night only concert gonna happen. Just like they tried to do that shit last season, it never happened. It just so bad luck that album came out the first season. But I don't think this is gonna happen. As soon as they get into the studio trying to rehearse and get some things down, Angie Stone is in there playing on the keyboard, and I guess she want them to, work their muscle, their vocal cords, and, get a little freestyle session going on. She doing a little freestyle up there. And then she was like, I want to start off with Latavia. This is what irks me about Angie Stone. That mother hen type of shit, that I've been in the business longer than you have, so I know what I'm talking about. That I'm older, so I have seniority. That I think I know it all, so therefore you're going to listen to me speak. And it's overbearing. It's too fucking much. It's almost as if she thinks she knows it all, and she just don't know her boundaries. I get what she's trying to do with Latavia, but the way that she's going about it, we all want Latavia to come out. Bitch, first of all, fuck this right quick. Latavia, okay. So y'all was passing around this little 8-second clip, Latavia singing Bills, Bills, Bills at that autism thing from last week. Okay, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I could barely hear what she was saying, because the music was loud. And I was like, so what this gonna prove? This don't prove shit. Okay, now, either Mila had something on her Instagram, and then Latavia had reposted it on hers because I follow her Instagram, and she was in that studio singing something, and it did not sound bad at all. So what I'm saying is, it's not that she can't sing. She probably ain't got the best voice of them all, but she's not ready to. And if you're not ready to, you can't force a person to do something. And just because you want them to do it on your time. And Angie Stone don't get this, okay? She literally singled out Latavia. And I hate the fact the way that she singled her out all the damn time. And I understand that you want to get her out there, try to break this fear that she has or whatever, but it's her time. She has to do it in her time. You talking about you see this shit being a disaster because everybody is a unit or whatever. If Latavia don't sing, ain't it like 5 other divas up there? Latavia ain't got to get up on that stage. That's not going to stop y'all from singing. So get off her back. Because sometimes with some people, when you keep pushing and pushing and pushing, that makes them go further and further back. Okay? That makes them rebel even more. Because I'm that type of person. You keep on telling me to do some shit, I'm not going to do it. Okay? I'm going to do it on my own time. Don't keep on pushing and pushing and pushing. That's what Latavia is doing. And you can see that she's frustrated. And Angie Stone is still going, still going. No, I'm trying to do. No, I'm going to keep on riding her. I'm going to keep on doing this. Lil Mo. Monifa is just sitting there like, girl, would you stop? You cannot force her. Let her do it in her time. And I'm just sitting there like, Angie, come on. What the hell? Like, she was doing way too much for me this whole damn episode. Then the next thing we have Kiki. She's working on her EP that's out. If y'all have not gotten that EP, go get it. Because each song on that EP goes. It's 5 songs: Fall in Love, Rain, Another Lifetime, um, 1, 2, 3, 4, Lay With You or Lay Under You, and I forgot the other one. But either way, bitch, go get it. Because my favorites, my absolute favorites. First of all, I told y'all last week, Fall in Love, that's the first song, and Another Lifetime, bitch, those two. And Another Lifetime is the one that she sang on the episode tonight. But, child, the girl crazy as shit, but she can sing her ass off, and she can give it to you. She can. So she's in the studio with that. Michael and her setting up some things so she can have like this unveiling of her EP, singing it for the crowd or whatever. Fans appreciation. She's on the Ricky Smiley show. They having a goofy good time. And, she's telling people where they can come and see her and all that shit. Michael Jamar, he winds up getting this big old place. And she like, okay, bitch, you want this big old place? While you trying to play manager, with your notebook and everything, you better hope that everything get filled up. Sure enough, people did come out. They filled up the whole place. Kiki gets out there on the stage and she's nervous as hell because I don't know if this is her first performance in a minute or whatever. But either way, I think sometimes I feel like if you're nervous, that's a good sign. It's good to be nervous a little bit. You can't go up there being so cocky and think that, oh, I got this shit with whatever, and then it fell in front of your face. But she was nervous, and this one guy, she was making jokes. She was being Kiki, trying to calm her nerves, and she was talking, and she was waiting for them to get the sound and everything together, and this one guy, come on and sing. Stop talking. Sing already. Come on, Kiki. Shut up talking. And I would have said the same thing Kiki said, somebody get that nigga. That's what she wanted to say. But she said, hey, one of y'all, I'm going to send him back there to punch that dude. But she was thinking like, this is my show so I can move in my own time. No, boo-boo, yes, it's your show, but we ain't really come to see you talking all that. But I understood it. But see, I would have been standing in that audience like, first of all, it's a standing only thing. My feet hurt. Okay, I'm a big bitch. Bitch, my feet hurt. Ain't no telling how long I was standing up in here waiting for your ass to get on the goddamn stage, and then you on the stage, and then you want to fucking talk. Okay, no, you shut that stuff up. The only thing that I want to hear coming out your mouth is your lovely notes. Okay, that's them that's what I want to hear coming out your mouth. While my feet is hurting, that better be a reason. And then she got them jitters out. And she went on ahead and she started singing Another Lifetime. And she was just saying how scared after she got through singing, which she sounded good. It sounded like they slowed it down a little bit from what it was on the EP. Once she got through singing, she started crying because she was scared to sing the song because she didn't think that anybody would like it. And I was like, oh, Kiki sensitive as shit. So that was cute. Moving on from that, Latavia, she goes and she was talking to Mila about what's going on first, and how she feel about the whole thing, the concert thing. She wanted to talk to Monifa, and Monifa was at the studio, and she was like, I understand. She kind of got where Angie was coming from too, but she just didn't like the way that she was doing it. But she trying to be some help too. Instead of trying to push her out there, like force her to come out there, Monifa actually sat down and talked to her and, tried to give her some encouragement. And even though Latavia was still being a little resistant, she was taking it in. But she still wasn't ready to sing. And they even freestyle, a song or whatever. Because at one point when Angie was trying to come at Latavia, she was like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. That's what they were saying, singing the song, I think. And basically because Angie, you worried about them looking fucked up, but what if she get up there, cause she's not up there singing? I don't get what they got to do with it, because like Latavia said, I can get up there and sing and they can still boo me or whatever. So, she damned if she do, she damned if she don't. And they start freestyling the song, but, Latavia at first was feeling some type of way, because she was like, I already told Mo about this shit. But then, she understood where Mo was coming from, and I like the way that she grasped that, and she didn't really get too upset. And later, she goes to a vocal coach. Let me tell you something. That vocal coach, his dreads, I want dreads like his, okay? Bitch, they will be there in a year or so. Look, he been know Latavia, and, she keeps saying, your vocal cords are a muscle and you got to keep it up. And, you know, she hasn't been to training in years. So, therefore, her muscle is weak and she has to build that back up. And, you know, she already has a raspy voice. So, therefore, the notes was coming out a little raspy, off pitch, off tone, and everything. And, you know, I don't even fault her. And I'm not even going to say, oh, you know, we knew she couldn't sing. No, because I heard differently. I was proved a little bit wrong myself this past weekend, or, you know, last week or whatever. Like I said, those clips that was out, she can sing a little something, but she just has to practice and build that back up. She hasn't been using it, so therefore it's going to come out the way that it came out. And she was a little bit embarrassed and like, you hear, I can't get that note. But you got to ease yourself back into it. You just not going to get it right off the bat, but you going to get it. Okay? So, like I said, we was rooting for you and we still are. And go ahead. So, this thing that really pissed me off, Selena went to talk to Monifa and was like, girl, let me tell you this. So me and Angie was supposed to be doing this European tour, right? So I'm sitting here with my manager. They giving us the numbers and everything. Angie with her managers and stuff, and they tell us, no, she can't do it because the numbers are not right and they're not enough. So therefore, I was like, cool, whatever. Next thing I know, I look on the website. Angie done booked this tour for her damn self. I said, whoo-hoo. Boop, boop. I said that is some shiesty ass shit. Angie Stone and this kumbaya ass, we sisters and all this shit, let's come together. I saw through that bullshit. And she looked like the sneaky type that'll do some shit like that behind your back. You know, you gotta look at her with all eyes that you got at all times. No, put your hands up on the table. Get it from underneath the table. What are you doing? Put that hand right there. Okay. I'm watching you. And Monifa was over because Monifa was like, I should have went with my gut, and my gut was telling me something about her was just, you know, very, you know, not right. And so they go to this back at the studio again, trying to come together. Let me tell you something. Kiki was giving me tomboy STEM realness for real when she had that baseball cap on and that and all that black in them glasses. I was like, girl, you would be a pretty little STEM slash stud, soft stud or whatever. I don't feel like understand going into what that means, but it's some gay shit. But you know, she looked cute. I was like, look at you, Kiki. And I don't even go for them types. But speaking of, no, we're not gonna do that this episode because she wasn't even on there. But moving on. So Angie like, let's listen to this song that I just did, and you know we can all sing this song for the show. And she's just sitting there. It's like it's about Angie. That's what I noticed. Even on, you know, last season when she first came on, everything was basically about Angie. If she didn't come up with the idea, she would overtake that idea. If she came up with the idea, she gonna run with it. You know, and she took it upon herself to make the song for them to sing, and she singing it and everything. You know, Monifa and Selena looking like this is some bullshit. That's when Monifa was like, look, you talking about this sisterhood shit, and I'm sitting here looking at your shit, and you very inauthentic. Here go Angie. I'm the realest bitch that you ever know. There's nothing about me that's inauthentic, and I take offense to that. I said, where the fuck ass tears come from? And I ain't even cry. Okay? You just quivering your voice to make it seem like you care. She was like, something about you just don't seem sincere. And then we waiting for Selena to say something. Selena don't say nothing about the tour. But she was just pissed off, and she went around the way about saying it, how she was pissed off and how people are shady and, you know, doing shit, and she just was ready to go, and she left. But she didn't really say nothing about, you know, the main issue. But they gonna talk about that next week, and I'm looking forward to that and see how they go. That was basically the episode, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that, and yeah, I will see y'all later. Look like some gang signs, but let me do that again. Peace.